Sorry about that. I was logged out of my Facebook while doing a live video. Now, ain't that some weird shit? Let's see. Sorry about that, Facebook. For some ungodly reason, I got logged out of my Facebook while doing a live video. It said, you must log in to continue. I'm like, what is this shit? I thought I was already logged in. So I logged back in right quick. Yeah. Well, two things I mentioned. One, my soap's on the way. I ordered 2 bars of pheromone soap for attracting the opposite sex. Because I'll be the first to acknowledge it. Most women aren't going to approach me just because of the way I dress. Now, is it unfair? Yeah. But when you dress goth, it's scary to most people, so they often, like the devil himself, it's misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? So, but then if I walk by and they overlook the way I dress because they're like, hey, this guy smells good. Matt Snorlax Slack says, do they make pheromone shampoo as well? You could double up. On other websites, they offer pheromone shampoo, yes, but I don't think I'll need a bunch of pheromone soap. Just what I have should be fine. Huh. Fucking pipe ash. That could be from when I dyed my eyebrows, too. Yeah, that's from when I dyed my eyebrows. I recognize that. So now that's the problem with dyeing your hair anymore, is that if you don't... That's all right. Second thing I'm going to say, now you can hear it. My cough from my cold's gone down. And I'm unstuffed for the most part. There's still a little bit of stuffiness left behind, but for the most part, my cold's pretty much gone. Second thing I'm going to say is this goes for both sexes. Step your game up. Life's a hustle, gotta get it. Step your game up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Life is never easy. It's never unfair. Wait, did you just say life's not unfair? Yes, I did. If you haven't been paying attention to my last live videos, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. Well, if you have, but if you haven't, let me explain. Life treats everyone like shit on occasion. Life throws its curveballs. Life likes to find ways to piss on people in its own special way. Life is so unfair for everyone at times that it's fair for everyone, if that makes any sense. If you think, oh, life's not fair, yeah, bullshit. Life's totally fair. It's unfair to everyone. 1 second. I'm just going to keep this out. Sorry. Keep this out. Oh. There we go. A little bit of hand sanitizer. Oh, perfect. Now, whenever you have a cold, eat spicy food, get plenty of sleep, blow your nose as often as you can. You know, shit like that. Hot, steamy showers, that sort of thing. But my sinuses are nice and cleared out right now. That feels good. Now, before you begin pursuing an interest in, hold on. Is that son of a bitch? Hold on a second. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to get your goatee perfectly trimmed. There's going to be a couple hairs that are loose. But I noticed that little spot right there where it was kind of longer than the rest of it. And I'm like, nope, I can't have that. Now, life has a funny way of pissing on people. You ever notice this? When I say life is fair, people look at me and go, don't you mean life isn't fair? And I'm like, nope, no. Life likes to fuck with us in its own special way. Case in point, if you say, well, I'm tired of losing my temper over stupid shit, so I'm going to learn to work on my temper. That's when life is like, oh, okay, well, let's put this to the test then. That's when the next couple of months of your life are going to be hell. Every little stupid thing that could possibly happen and then some is going to happen because life is a tester. Now, even though we don't get along with everybody we meet, you know, there's always that part of us as humans, there's always that part of us that sees the person we hate suffering and we're just like, yeah. And you can sit there and say, oh, humans aren't like that. Bullshit. Humans are vindictive as fuck. If that's not the case, then how come we have bullying as an issue? You know, but at the same time, given the context of the situation, you still feel bad for the person a little bit because it's like, going back to what I said about how people in general get pissed on by life. Life likes to piss on people for whatever ungodly reason, you know. Now here's the thing of it, and this is why to me there is no God. You got mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters dying of cancer. You got children who are around the world who are starving and in poverty. You got third world countries fighting over a pair of shoes. Women being treated like shit all over the world, including, if not worse, in areas like the women-hating Middle East. You know what I'm saying? You have all these fucking mass shootings in America, and it's so bad that South Park did an episode on it. You know, and the mass shooting, that's the thing of it. Anything has gotten to be so bad that South Park ends up making an episode about it. Like, I watched the episode thinking, oh God, what's Butters doing holding a gun? The fuck is this shit? And then come to find out that South Park's joke on that issue was it's gotten so bad that hall monitors have to start carrying guns to protect the school. That was the joke that South Park did with that. And I'm watching it going, oh man, that's a little too far, dude. But it ended up being a running joke with, well, you could say a woman's issue, I guess. And South Park totally twisted it into how South Park does, you know. I mean, there are going to be some people watching that new episode of South Park going, oh, that's just offensive as fuck. And Cartman fails his math test and he's all pissed about it. Yeah. Cartman tries cheating off one of his classmates to get the answers. Now, I got an order confirmation from tacticalsoap.com, and they said, your order has been sent. I paid $26.90 total for 2 bars of pheromone soap, which should last me a while, as I am down to my last big bottle of body wash. Probably wouldn't hurt to order some extra body soap. I mean, I got plenty of that Nattel's garlic shampoo and conditioner, so I had a fan who graciously sent me a fresh pair, so yeah. And that Nattel's garlic shampoo definitely does the trick. Now back to my video, what I was saying. You can choose to believe in God if you want to, but that's your choice. But there's different forms of God, is there not? There's an inner God / goddess. There's the thing they call the higher power. I mean, you gotta think, it's kind of funny when Christians are saying you shouldn't do drugs, but then they're saying give up to a higher power. And I'm like, isn't that kind of contradicting? Then you get Christians who say, do not have sex with a hooker. That is a sin. Jesus is the answer. Right, but then Jesus had sex with a female hooker. So I'm going, and it was consensual. So if Jesus had sex with a hooker, then maybe sex isn't a sin as long as she's old enough. Maybe the Catholic Church needs to rethink their shit. Did I say that out loud? Fuck. I'm sitting there going, okay, when you're telling clergymen that sex is a sin, I'm not saying that justifies their actions, because it doesn't. But you want to know why rape is such a huge problem in the Catholic Church? It's because of this shit. And you think that just because they tell you no doesn't mean that that's going to stop them from fucking the nuns when nobody's looking? Yeah, come on. Don't be stupid. Oh, sure, you might get some nuns who are like, oh no, I got to be tight with the Lord, you know, tighter than the nuns. Yeah, that was a joke. But then again, there are some who are like, no, they're going to be more promiscuous. And I would imagine the idea of getting caught doing that in the church, no less, would make it somewhat more exhilarating, I guess, but I don't know for sure. Point being is I would offer birth control to my clergymen and my nuns. And I'd be like, if y'all want to have sex, it's got to be consensual. You got to be 18 or older. and you cannot rape the person. You can't force it, and you got to be safe with it. And if you still have a problem with it, talk to that asshole up there, because he's the one that created it, right? Well, how do you know God's a dude? Well, let's see. He gets a bitch pregnant, and then he leaves. Yeah, that sounds like a dude move. He gets the Virgin Mary pregnant and doesn't stick around for the childbirth. Yeah, that sounds like a typical guy move, right? But God could also be a female, because look at all the shit he, she, it's done. People made people do. People killing in the name of an abstract concept. So for all we know, God could be both sexes. But never say that around a diehard old school Christian. They look at you like, sinner, you just called God a transvestite. I'm sitting there going, well, look at your Bible for a second. And look at how Adam and Eve were created. I mean, think about it. God gets the Virgin Mary pregnant and steps out of the picture. That's his guy side. God kills off all your sheep, all your shit's taken because he's pissed off at you. That's his female side. Hell knows no fury like a woman's scorn. Yeah. I'm sitting there going, oh, think about this, Facebook, and this isn't meant to insult the sexes. No, this is meant to make you think. You know what I'm saying? People are told, according to the Bible, that we're created in his image. And I'm just like, well, we're created in God's image. Ooh. You know, I bring this out thinking I'm going to need it, and I blow my nose once or twice, and I'm golden. Because why else, if we are created in God's image, does that mean physically and mentally as well? You know what I'm saying? If we are created in God's image, that could also mean physically as well, right? Mentally, maybe. You're taking the mentally aspect. Oh yes, humans have the capability of superpowers. They don't go too terribly far, but one could learn how to fly, levitate, shoot things out of your hand like chi balls, that sort of thing. Being able to wield wands and make and craft real magic. You know what I'm saying? These are things humans are capable of if they tune into the right wavelength. The human mind is a wonderful tool. It really is. But here's the thing of it. If I get down on my knees and pray to God that a Lamborghini just pops right in front of my doorstep, yeah, no, that's not how life works. If you want, and here's the thing, if you want stuff like that, you find ways of making it happen. Instead of falsely praying for a reality change, make your reality change happen for you. Instead of believing in some unseen sky god, believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could do both, but like, you know what I'm saying? You truly cannot do both, actually. I mean, you could say that, well, you believe in God and you believe in yourself and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, okay then, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We live in America and we have the freedom of religion. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Facebook. Freedom of religion. It's a beautiful thing. With freedom of religion, you know, as long as you're not like physically hurting somebody with your belief, then throw that bad boy on just like that. There we go. Bandana back on. There we go. Now full throttle's looking kind of So I'm gonna mix full throttle with a little bit of Monster and some vodka, just a little pick me up for the morning. I don't need a shit ton of alcohol to wake me up, but yeah. I'm not gonna drink this whole can in one sitting. I was just not, dude. There we go. In fact, some of it's going back, pretty much going back in the fridge after I pour this. A little caffeine and alcohol to get the day started, right? And this is the logic that most people don't seem to realize. If God created everything, then that means God also created sin and temptation. People are blaming the devil for that shit. And I'm like, okay, so then did God also create the devil or what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. And maybe yes, because according to the Bible, Satan and Jesus are supposedly brothers. And I'm like, wait, Satan and Jesus are brothers? Well, that would explain sibling rivalry, wouldn't it? That would definitely explain sibling rivalry at its finest, right? Oh, this belt is pissing me off sometimes. But I like my Harley Davidson belt, and sometimes I'm going to push the buckle back through the other side so I can tighten it on my waist. That's fine. I don't care. It's a good belt, and quite frankly, I've had it for a while, and, you know, as long as it's not completely falling apart, then what's the need to replace it? But yo, hold on a second. Didn't you say you was going to show YouTube how to make that dank-ass burger? Burger. Yeah, I did. Let's see. Yeah, I like making patty melts. That's just how I do. That's what they call it when you put a burger with between sandwich bread. But here's the thing of it, and this is what I don't get. And this is something I kind of explained earlier too. I'm like, you go to the store to get hamburger patties, and when you go to get hamburger buns, you got like maybe 8 hamburger buns and 1 packet of hamburger buns. But then you look over at the bread section that you're in, and you see that the Texas toast or whatever toast you like using for your burger, you got a whole fucking loaf. I guarantee you'll run out of burger buns before you run out of patties if you go with the traditional just using a hamburger bun. What the fuck is that? And it's made from the same shit practically. That's what I don't get. I'm sitting here going, dude, take the blue pill lens off of your life and put the red pill lens onto your life. Just, okay, take the blue pill off, whoop, put the red pill back on. There you go. And you'll see just for 1 second that there's some shit in life that just don't quite make any sense. Do not believe everything you are told. Question everything. Think for yourselves. Do not be sheep. You know. But hey, if you want to worship me on YouTube, like, dude, that's your choice, not mine. I'm not telling people to worship me like some cult leader. Okay, that's their choice, not mine. I just happen to have a lot of good influence on people because of what I say in my videos. It's, yeah, people dig what I have to say. But regardless, Facebook, I haven't done a cooking video on YouTube for so long, so we're about to do that. Hold on a second, get rid of that pop-up. And that burger that I made yesterday, that was so fucking good. The one I made that I was eating on Facebook Live, where I'm like, where have you been my entire life? That burger. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all how to make that. The best that I can. I'll show you the ingredients I'm using. What it looks like when it's all said and done. Yeah. Well, good fine early morning, afternoon, YouTube. It's been a while since I've done a cooking video. And yesterday I had a patty melt that I made that was so fucking good. I'm like, I gotta recreate this. So the way I cooked it too, I cooked all my meats first before I cooked anything else. I started with cooking 4 strips of thick cut bacon with a little bit of seasoning on them. And the seasoning I use is a mixture of Slap Yo Mama Cajun seasoning and some Tony's seasoning. Oh, delicious. It's got a little bit of heat on it, but not too much heat. Sipping on some, that's good. That's a mixture of Monster, Full Throttle, and a little bit of Potter's. Monster, Full Throttle, and Potter's vodka, goddamn. That just sounds unhealthy as don't it? Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. But if you think that's unhealthy, you haven't seen unhealthy until you've seen one of my delicious burgers. Now, the trick to this awesomeness is that once you have cooked up your bacon and your burger patty, dump out some of the grease, but not all of it. Leave a little bit behind in the pan and toast up your sandwich bun with a little bit of seasoning mixture in that grease so that the flavor from your burger and your bacon just soaks into the bun a little bit. Oh. And then once you've got your sandwich bun toasted up, you place your burger patty on top of the bottom bun. And then you crisscross applesauce extra bacon strips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And then on top of your bacon, you take some nacho cheese Doritos. Oh, I said it. Nacho cheese Doritos. And you crush it down on top of your bacon. And then you take your mozzarella cheese, and you put the mozzarella, a nice little fat gob on top of your Doritos. Melt it in the microwave for about 1:34, just until that cheese is nice and stringy. on top of your Doritos, and then you put top of your sandwich bun on. It's also been seasoned and everything right on top. And you have right here, what you're gonna have is a damn good patty melt. Pretty much explain the steps to you. Not too hard to make, pretty straightforward. Now, if you're on a diet or you're trying to lose weight, yeah, I would not watch this because this video is going to make you hungry. Now, I tried doing a patty melt recipe like this on YouTube before, but last time I just used ramen noodle. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty dank, but I don't know, you really couldn't taste the ramen noodles with the cheese, to be honest. So I'm like, I'm gonna tweak the recipe a little bit. Decided to add nacho cheese Doritos in place of the ramen, maybe 2 extra pieces of bacon, and I spilled my drink on my lap. Oh, look at that, YouTube. I got my dick wet. I just ended my 10-month dry spell. That's funny. No, but here's the thing, YouTube, and this is going to get a little PG-13, if you will, but maybe a little, I'm not trying to go too X-rated with it, but when you haven't had sex in a long-ass time, dude, don't trip out about it. Like, of all the things you could trip out about. And lately, I've been feeling kind of like a douchebag for complaining about it when I have done in the past, because, you know, I see all these mass shootings. I see Flint, Michigan's got no clean drinking water. And I feel like an asshole for complaining about not getting laid. I really do. Like, oh, you poor bastard, you haven't gotten your dick wet. Oh, boo fucking who. And that's exactly how I feel, right? So for those of you who had to listen to me bitch about it for years and years and years and years and years and years on social media, I apologize. I feel like a real tool for bitching about, and that's just the thing of it. It's very much human nature to complain about the things we don't like in our lives. That's just human nature. And I like doing patty melts with bacon on them. It's so good. I call them cheeseburgers, but well, if you're putting a burger patty between Texas toast, it's a patty melt. Hamburger, cheeseburger, same thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, my doctor's gonna hate me when I'm older. Like, Mr. Saunders, you drink soda pop, you drink alcohol, you have the shittiest diet. You smoke and you don't have cancer or diabetes. What the hell is your secret? I'm like, I don't know. Now, normally I cook my buns first, so that way I have something to assemble the sandwich onto. But yesterday I saved cooking the buns for last, which was a good call. Reason why I say that is because, oh my god, that was good. Like sitting there cooking all the delicious meaty goodness first. Now I'm going to try to turn the camera on my computer towards the kitchen more so you can watch me cook this up and assemble it. I'm also doing this video live on Facebook so that way people can watch me cook that sandwich I made yesterday. And yeah, if this video making you hungry, then maybe you ought to go out and make this yourself, because I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. But to save y'all some time, I want to turn the stove on to high so that way my bacon and my burger cooks faster. And I got both windows open so that way it don't get too smoky in here. Yeah. I'm about to cook up one of the dankest patty melts you ever did see in your life. Burger Master back at it again. Oh yeah. I had one of those in-depth conversations with Facebook where I made you think for a minute and then go from that to firing up the YouTube camera and being like, so, hey, you want to see how to make a delicious-ass burger? Fucking hey. Now, you can add lettuce, tomatoes if you want to it. That's all on you. But for the sake of the video on Facebook and YouTube, I'm just going to do and recreate what I had on Facebook Live yesterday. That was such a good sandwich, dude. Oh. I mean, people have not seen me do a cooking video in quite some time. It's not going to be the same as, you know, having the cell phone in one hand going, so look what we're cooking today, you know, and that's just the thing of it. I've gotten used to not having a cell phone. First couple of weeks, I'm like, okay, this is a weird feeling, but then other things come up. You need wand supplies, you got to ship wands out, you know. You need food, you need groceries. But a lot of people miss the cooking videos on YouTube. They're just like, hey, we need a cooking video here. What is this? I'm about to show you all how to make some soul food. You're going through a rough time in your life and you need something to comfort your gut. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a cigarette smoker, eating some soul food, you know, that's what it is, man. It's greasy goodness. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm telling you, this sandwich is so good, I'm surprised they don't serve it in restaurants. But you can get the ingredients to make it yourself. And holy bejesus, man, groceries are fucking expensive. Like, goddamn, YouTube. How do you expect people to get better or make healthier food choices if prescription pills and food cost too much money? But I'm the asshole for pointing that out, right? Yo. And I'm here to show you, you don't need a grill to make a burger. All you need is a good skillet pan and a nice stove. Boom. Hell, even a campfire, why not, right? As long as you got some source of heat. So it's about to get all kinds of awesome up in here. Smoke your cigarette real quick. Get you set the mood, like, yo, hey. About to be making some food porn up on this mother beep. I'm going to show you step by step how to make this delicious bastard, and if your mouth ain't watering by the time you get done watching that, then I don't know what will. But I'm like, why not film the video live on Facebook while filming the video on YouTube? So it's like in real time, some surreal double time type shit. Maybe a loved one passed away. Maybe you just broke up with your girlfriend. It don't matter. You don't need a sad occasion to eat soul food now, do you? No, you don't. No, you don't. The kind of food that says you know it's bad for you, but you don't care because it tastes so good. That's soul food. That's soul food right there. Doesn't necessarily have to be unhealthy junk food, but you know what? Which is pretty much what this is. Like, the sandwich I'm about to show you how to make is pretty much junk food at its finest. Ooh. Not exactly heart healthy, but it'll rock your taste buds, or my name isn't Gothic King Cobra, which is just a stage name. Don't wear it out. And that's the thing of it, dude. Like, if I'm spending a minimum of $80 every time I go to the grocery store now, I didn't even pick up cereal or milk. I picked up a little bit of soda pop, stuff to make bacon cheeseburgers, and that was it. And it's ridiculous how expensive groceries are, dude. Like, goddamn. See, if I was president of the United States, I'm like, we need universal health care like Canada has. That way Americans don't have to pick between eating food or having health insurance. And that's bullshit. Americans shouldn't have to pick between having health care coverage or putting food on the table. That's bullshit. In fact, I wish the whole world had Canada's health care coverage. If the whole world had Canada's health care coverage, it'd be a much better place. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why people shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, generalization here. And why not make it like owning a gun? If you abuse the system and you're a felon, then you have to pay for your health insurance. But if you're not a felon, then you don't have to have, you know what I'm saying? That's my solution. Like, if it's been proven that you're a high-risk SO, and it's been proven without a doubt that you're guilty as fuck, oh, beep, then you should have to pay for your health care. But if you're an average everyday person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. And you know what? Fuck this put them on the list bullshit. If you're a high-risk SO, death penalty, that's what I'm saying. YouTube and Facebook. Oh, you're putting them on a goddamn list where they go into a club or some shit? Okay, man, you're not on the list. You can't get in. No, fuck that. And here's something I don't understand. Why aren't high-risk SOs hooking up with each other? I'm sitting there going, dude, come on. Wouldn't that be a better alternative? Y'all could take turns doing your thing, whatever, you know, on each other. But why, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what I don't get. Hold on a second. I got to redo this video. I got off topic. Don't save. Okay, hold on a second. Yo, what's up, YouTube? I want to show you how to make a bomb-ass burger. Stick around for the goodness. Hold on a second. I want to turn the computer towards the kitchen. There we go. Awesome sauce. Get the Ethernet cable still plugged in. Excellent. There we go. Now this is going to have to be how I do my cooking videos on YouTube, is when I turn the screen. This way you can at least see what I'm working with, you know. Got me some Potter's vodka mixed with some full throttle and monster. Not exactly healthy, but who gives a Let's get into it. Now I'm going to turn the stove on to high just to make it cook quicker for y'all. I have a plate that I can put all my ingredients onto. Thick cut bacon, 4 slices. Bacon. Alright, got the stove turned on to high, got our 4 slices of bacon in there just like that. That is beautiful. Go ahead and put that back on the stove. Let's get our season ready. Now on this burger, we're going to make a cup full of seasoning. We're going to take our Tony's, pour a little bit in there, just like that. And we're going to, there we go. Use this seasoning to not only season our bacon, but we're also going to use it to season the burger patty and the bread that we use for it. All right, take that cup full of Tony's, and we're going to mix in some of that Slap Yo Mama seasoning. Oh yeah, there we go. You see, got a little bit in there. There we go, just like that. All right. I hear that bacon is sizzling. Now, you've seen me use my lid to season my stuff before, so what I'm going to do is just take a pinch of that seasoning with my fingers and pinch that seasoning. I'm taking my fingers and just going bloop and sprinkling it on the bacon. You don't need that much neither. Just like that. I didn't put that much on there, just a light sprinkle. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now to make this sandwich, YouTube and Facebook, I'm cooking all my meats first, so that way we can use the grease for added flavor. Mm. There you go. Now, as you can see, I have all 4 pieces scooted to the middle to get them cooked. Get them cooked nice and quick. Go ahead and give that bacon another flip. All right, these 3 pieces are done. Not too much crispy, not too much chewy, just about the middle there. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. That's a good looking bacon. I'll show you what the bacon looks like when I'm done cooking it. Just give me a second, YouTube and Facebook, and I'll show you the goodies. I'll show you the goods. Let's go a little bit longer. See, now this is what I'm looking for on my bacon. See how cooked up that is? All 4 pieces right there. A little bit of chewiness, a little bit of crispiness on the edges. But as you can see, it is pretty much cooked all the way through. So our bacon for our burger is done. Next step. Burger patty. Now for this here burger, we have 100% pure beef, 80% lean, 20% fat. There we go. I'm going to take that paper off the patty, whoop, just like that. And I'm going to take the seasoning, our seasoned mixture, and just very lightly go across it like that. See that right there? Just like that. Take that seasoned mixture and kind of spread it around on the patty just like that. And then put this side down first and then do the same thing to the other side. All that bacon grease you just got done cooking with, cook your patty in that same grease. Yeah. A little bit of grease on the stove here, but I'm going to wipe that up while I'm cooking. That's easy enough. Now when you're flipping your burger patty, you want to be extra careful that you don't break it in half while flipping it. Now you got all this bacon grease cooking into the bottom of your burger patty. You give it a flip gently, of course. You don't want grease flying everywhere. There you go. And the cooking video like this is a little bit easier. This allows me to have both hands free to cook the meal, the thing, you know. But you don't get to see it up close and personal. It's the only downside. That's why I bring it up to the camera here. Yeah. You can see the burger patty right there cooking up. Give it another flip. There we go. One more flip. Now for assembling the burger so far, I went and cooked all the meat first. Got the burger patty and the bacon cooked. Bacon, the burger patty cooked up. There we go. I can tell you got a speech impediment. God damn. Last but not least, you're gonna need your sandwich bun. That's when I'd recommend this stuff for your patty melt, Texas toast. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you how, of course, you've seen my patty melts by now. I take our seasoned mixture and very lightly dust the top of it like that. And do the same thing at the other side. I'm going to cook it in that grease, both of them. At least I'll leave you enough seasoning to do the other side of this bread. Just go ahead and scooch. This pan's big enough I can do both buns at the same time, so why not, right? There we go, we're done with our seasoned lid. Go ahead and put that back on the tongues. When I say big enough for both buns, I'm not kidding. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Get these toasted up real quick. Rather than just dump the grease out on the pan here, what I did was I'll let the bread soak it up. That way none of the grease is going to waste. That's just about there. yeah, that's perfect. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this beast. Show you how that's done. Show you what it looks like when you're assembling it. To ignore the siren in the background, I do apologize for that. I have no control over that. All right, tubes. Take a look at this. This is what you're looking for. You got the bacon on top. I mean, X with the bacon, and then I did a cross with it. You know what I'm saying? Got that nice layer of bacon on top of there, just like that. But hold on, we ain't done yet. Now, to make this patty melt pop, we're going to take some nacho cheese Doritos, put it on top of the bacon. Your mouth watering yet? Now I'm going to take these Doritos, YouTube and Facebook, I want to put them right on top of the bacon here. Take a couple Doritos and kind of squish them down on top of the bacon. And then one more. Hold on, I gotta steal one out of the bag for camera purposes. Maybe two. Okay, 3 and 4. Show that logo. Snack strong. Now this is what you're left with so far. I took a handful of Doritos, one at a time, and just kind of put them on top of the bacon, you know, squish it down nice and flat, just like that. Kind of push on it like that. Push all them Doritos chips and put it on top of your bacon. Just, oop, little straggler trying to escape. Well, there we go. Put the Doritos on top. We're not done yet. Hold on. Now, it wouldn't be a cheeseburger without some cheese, would it, YouTube? No, it wouldn't. If you're going to make a cheeseburger, you're going to have some cheese. So this is when our friends over at Great Value with the mozzarella come in handy. This is shredded mozzarella cheese. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And same thing as before with the chips. We're going to take try to tuck these chips in a bit better so they sit more tightly on the sandwich. There we go. Beautiful. comes the tricky part of the sandwich, making it. You want that cheese and the chips to stay on top. So this process can be a little bit delicate, but just very carefully, very gently. There we go. Sprinkle that cheese on top of your sandwich. Spread it out a little bit. So, feel like 1 or 2 more pinches here. Two. Now, I don't even have to tell you twice, but doesn't that look good? Now, see all that cheese right there? Go ahead and take it, squish it down, nice and flat onto your chip surface. And if you can, take all that cheese that might have spilt out onto your plate when you were sprinkling it on there. Yeah. I'm going to take all that cheese from underneath your plate, or underneath the sandwich, I mean, and sprinkle that on top. I like mozzarella cheese because it melts so easy. You put it on your pizza. That's the pizza cheese right there, man. That's why people use it on their pizzas, because it's got a nice cheese pull effect. All right. So now we're going to stick this here in the microwave for 1:34 minutes. Granted, my microwave is pretty powerful, so I don't know how powerful yours is. Put the bottom half in the microwave. Everything on top looking good. Make sure that nothing falls off. Tuck it onto the sandwich. And there we go. Time cook 134. Boom. Now this is pretty much what the buns look like. I wanted it to look like this on both sides, but with the grease toasting into the bottom of the bun, that's kind of what it looked like. It's a little bit burnt. Not what I was going for, but that's all right. That's why this half is going on the inside, because it looks better from this side. Yeah. So try not to burn it if you can help it. Says this guy. "34 seconds left until we got dankness." Have a sip of our drink combination while we're waiting. But yeah, I'm showing you cool cobras how to make a dank ass sandwich on YouTube. Knock my lighter on the ground. Hold on a sec. There we go. All right. miracle of time. Our sandwich is done. You can see the bottom half of that. All that mozzarella cheese just melted into a nice gooey pile on top. That's what we're looking for. Oh. And just like that, YouTube, this sandwich is done. We're gonna crown this bitch with the top half of that bun. Now squish down the bun on top there. Just like that. Now this is a trick. The final step to making any good sandwich, the flip. What I mean by the flip, it involves picking it up off the plate hot, picking it up off the plate, making sure it don't stick to your plate. There we go. Making sure it don't stick to your plate. Squish the sandwich together just like that. So this way when you go to pick it up and bite into it, you got this massive greasy mess right here. But I'll have to let that cool off a bit because that's still pretty freaking hot. But there you go. Let's get a 360 of it. Now that is a sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so now let's go ahead and adjust our camera right quick. Back to where it normally sits. There we go. Whew. I tell you what, YouTube, you cannot go wrong with this here sandwich. If you're looking for some soul food, some comfort, greasy food, some food that just tastes so good, you're going to be like, oh, where have you been all my life? That right there is how you do it. And you notice that the sandwich is not layered with unnecessary condiments. It's simple. Mozzarella cheese, Doritos, bacon, burger patty, Texas toast, a little bit of seasoning. Boom. It's not done over the top. It's just simple, easy to use ingredients. Now, excuse me. Is it heart healthy? Probably not. Now, like I said, if you're on a diet, trying to lose weight, or maybe if you're a vegan, don't watch. Because probably the only thing that's vegan about this sandwich is the bread and the cheese, right? Maybe the chips too. But, yo, YouTube and Facebook, it's been a while since your boy King Cobra done a cooking video, and I'm like, well, now, here's how it goes down. Here's how you make it. I just showed you step by step how to make it. I didn't mean to get the bottom halves of that burnt like I did, but that's all right. That's quite all right. A lot of that grease just kind of cooked into the bread a little bit, so I'm sure it'll still taste fine just the same. Now, the one I made yesterday was perfect. I didn't burn the bread, but that's all right. That's all right. That sandwich is still pretty warm. This is fresh out of the cycle of cooking, so I'm gonna let it cool off. But just a bit longer, but not too much longer, because you still want a nice warm sandwich, right? No, I don't even have a name for it. You know, I'm trying to think of one. Like The Delicious Bastard. That'd be a good name for it. The Delicious Bastard, you know. But got the King Cobra Patty Melt. I don't know. Several good names I could use for it. So I want to call this the Bacon and Dorito Cheeseburger. Just because that's what's on it, bacon and Doritos, right? Yeah. The Bacon Dorito Cheeseburger. And it took about almost an hour to make. Almost. It's like 38 minutes or less. So yeah, it might take some time to make up real quick, but even on the high setting. But the end result is a delicious, greasy monstrosity. You take that first bite and be like, oh, you get your sexy little sandwich back here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. Take a couple of drags of this here cigarette. Marlboro Smooth, not a sponsor. And again, I'm not sponsored by any of the people's companies that I use in this video. This is all just free advertising, but of course you might have just tuned out while I made this sandwich if you're on Facebook, but that's all right. You'll get to see a video of it being made on YouTube/Facebook, so that'll be nice. Oh, I got my slippers over there. Huh. Go ahead and put this cigarette out for after I get done eating. I like to have a smoke when I get done eating. That's understandable, right? I wouldn't call it breakfast. I wouldn't call it lunch. I wouldn't call it dinner. I call it dankness. You know, you see all that mozzarella cheese melted on top of those Doritos chips, all over that bacon. Yeah. I call this dankness right here, YouTube. Let's get into it. It's been a while since I've done a cooking video for YouTube, and most of my recipes consist of greasy patty melts like the one you see in my hands right here. There's a nice little corner right there. Let's get in the corner bite right there. Let's get into it. On. Dude, that is so good. Now, if you want to add ketchup and mustard to your top bun, just do it right before you crown the sandwich. You want to add some sauce to it, some condiments, whatever. Just add it to your top bun before you crown the sandwich. But, ooh, I need another bite of this. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 pieces of bacon. I'll give you a cross section of this when I get this next bite on. God. Again, I'll hold it right side up. There's that cross section, YouTube and Facebook. Gotta give y'all a cross section for the cooking video. Get a close up of that. Oh, that's the sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, string pull. Mm. 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 Not trying to toot my own horn, but goddamn, that's a good sandwich, YouTube. Mm. A little Dorito trying to escape. Hold on. Mm. Now, I do apologize for eating in front of you, but I call this pitmaster privilege. Look at him referencing all these YouTubers in this one video. No. Mm. Yep, you definitely can't go wrong with a burger like this. The flavor coming off of this is fantastic. You like bacon, you like beef, you like mozzarella cheese, you like Doritos, you're gonna love this burger. And maybe nacho cheese, Doritos aren't your thing. You're more of a Cool Ranch kind of person. Yeah. So then, yeah, you add whatever chip you like. You don't have to add nacho cheese, Doritos to this burger. Maybe you're a Lay's potato chips kind of guy. Or maybe you like Cheetos, spicy hot. Man, you add whatever delicious snack chip you want to your burger. This is how I do it. And I want to pull this in half for some cheese pull effect. Look at that cheese pull. Look at that cheese pull from the mozzarella. Oh, goddamn, isn't that sexy? Ooh. No. Mm. Yeah, buddy. Oh, you already know I'm going to eat this entire burger. You already know. Burger like this to start your day out. Hell yeah. This is the kind of burger that gets your day started right. Fill your tummy up with some grease and some protein and carbs. And oh man, this is a good burger. Man, the only thing that would make this burger even better, a nice over easy egg underneath all them Doritos. Ooh. I'm sitting here looking at this like, oh, I only got one bite left. And then I look down, oh, I still got more sandwich. Yeah. Mm. Well, I spilled 2 Doritos on the floor doing that cheese pull for the camera, but I'll pick that up here in a second. I'm going to finish my sandwich first. Oh, man. And look at that. We still got another delicious chunk left. So this sandwich is far from being finished. Now, as you can see, your sandwich doesn't have to be overly complicated to be delicious. Whoa, a piece of beef trying to escape. Nope. You don't need some high-end, fancy ingredients, super expensive, blah, blah, blah. No, dude. Now, this burger is cheap, easy to make. And god damn it, is that delicious. You know, we're sitting there eating this going, ooh. You're just sitting there eating this going, oh, I can taste the calories and I don't care. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, even got some Doritos on my chair. Look out. A couple little crumbs. I'll dry my hands real quick and I'll come back at you here in a second. All right, and you don't have to use the same exact seasonings I used. I mean, if you got your 1 to 2 seasonings that you trust with when you're making your burger, then you use whatever seasoning you like. But I tell you what, that's a burger. The flavor on that. Oh my God, you two, that was so good. Yo, if you and your girlfriend like Doritos, you like bacon, you like burgers, you like mozzarella cheese, and give that burger a try, man. I'm telling you right now, you don't need to have some fancy 5-star restaurant quality. You don't even need to, like, if you want to make bacon, if you like eating bacon cheeseburgers, but every time you go out to eat, it's a bit more expensive. So save yourself a couple of bucks, and, you know, it's nice to go out and eat every now and then, yeah, but, like, you're better off cooking it at home. That burger was so good, though. That's like bar food right there, dude. It's plain and simple, dude. Like, that burger's good enough that I would serve it in my own restaurant if I had one. No bullshit. Welcome to Cobra's Cafe. How may I take your order? Cool, cool. You want a Coke? We got Coke, we got Pepsi products, we got 44 beers on tap. We serve nachos, burgers, barbecue. Yeah, no. Now, if I had my own restaurant, I would serve burgers and nachos and fries. Yeah. And deep fried food like deep fried Snickers and stuff like that. Yeah. I'd have Coke and Pepsi products, and I'd have like 44 beers on tap. That's what I do. And customers who are old enough to drink could get a pitcher of beer mixed with their favorite soda. You know what I'm saying? Like, here at Thirsty Thursdays at the Cobra's Cafe, pick one beer, one soda to mix into a pitcher and pay like the price you would pay for a reasonably priced pitcher of beer. We got nachos, we got burgers, we got deep fried food, we got French fries. Look out. Yeah. And the only reason why I do nachos and burgers and French fries and deep fried food is because it's unhealthy and easy to make. And quick, just, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I see it. You too, if you're going to have a restaurant, you want food that's quick and easy to make and tastes good. It looks good on plates. Customers don't want to sit there for an hour and a half waiting for you to make some super fancy delicacy type deal. No, man, customers go in there, they're hungry, they want their food now. You know what I'm saying? That's why bar food like patty melts and stuff like that, easy to make. Oh, excuse me. You can call it a patty melt, call it a bacon cheeseburger, whatever you want to call it. That sandwich was bomb diggity. I just showed you all how to make it. You don't have to use the exact same brands that I use, but that's just the general concept of it. And that hit the spot, dude. That'll carry me through the rest of the day just fine. You know, that way I'm not, well, to be quite honest, it makes the food last longer and, you know, yeah. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's, you know. But what I am going to say, YouTube, is that burger was phenomenal. And if you want to make it, that's how you do it. The bacon Dorito cheeseburger. Get your cool cobras on the flip side, huh? Alright, Facebook. Hold on a second. Save the video. B-A-C to the O to the N. Bacon Doritos. 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 Bacon Doritos. Cheese. B-U-R-G-E-R. There we go. Save. Did my apartment and passed the inspection. Of course. Of course. Of course it did. Each time I get an inspection, I try to show that it's a little bit cleaner than the last time. You know, and I always try my best to make it more presentable than the last time. But yeah, that'll fill me up. That burger will fill me up nicely. I'm about to show YouTube how to make a dank ass burger, so look out for that. Got a brand new cooking video for YouTube. And yes, I got a message saying your soap is being sent. I'm like, yes. Which will give me a cutting edge on the dating scene if I do say so myself. Most women are going to overlook me because of the way I dress. It is what it is. So having that in my arsenal will be pretty fucking sweet. Not a lot of restaurants do burgers, nachos, and deep fried food. That's cutting edge food. Well, it's not really cutting edge. It's just greasy and unhealthy. And that's why people like it. You know what I'm saying? All the things your doctor says you shouldn't eat. Yeah. You might see people just doing burgers and this and that, other foods, you know what I'm saying? People come into your restaurant for a burger and a plate of nachos. 44 beers on tap, both Coke and Pepsi products. Boom, baby. Or a lot of us are more health conscious, so I feel kind of guilty about posting that video, but at the same time I don't, because I'm like, yo, hold on a second. Speaking of the devil, oh, look at that. There's the video that I was trying to upload to my desktop. Yeah, man. Yo, upload video. People be wondering, why does this apartment smell so good? And now you're going to know why. Bacon Doritos cheeseburger. Monetization on. Save. And there we go. I got a brand new cooking video being uploaded to YouTube as we speak. Now, I will admit that my cooking show is not as good as Healthy Junk Food or like Simple Cooking Channel or Cooking with Shotgun Red or Barbecue Pit Boys for that matter. But that's all right. At least I'm contributing something to YouTube other than ranting and raving and complaining about all the stupid shit in our society. It's burger time, only on KingCobraJFS official. Even though that burger wasn't as cooked as good as the one I did yesterday on the buns, it still turned out pretty good. You know, like good enough for a YouTube video at least. So, man, there you go. But I showed you how to make the burger on Facebook as well, because that way you're not stuck waiting for the cooking video on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. Yeah. Bacon Dorito cheeseburger coming at you. Fresh cooking video. Now, I didn't know what to expect with the new episode of South Park. I see Butters holding a gun, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then it turns out Butters is the hall monitor, and the joke in South Park was school shootings have gotten so bad that hall monitors have to start carrying guns to protect students. And I'm just like, oh, fucking South Park, man. Ugh. But if you're looking at it, from a as a South Park fan, you'll chuckle at it just a little bit. But if you're looking at it from, oh my god, this show's so offensive, then of course you're gonna be ticked off at the show, right? But yeah, fuck mass shootings, fuck suicide. Yeah, I'll check back with you in a minute. That burger hit the spot nicely.